What's up, everybody? Y'all know what it is, man. We got 56 people in the chat waiting right now. King's Court, man. Y'all know what's up, man. My guy Real finna be in a sec. We got Teddy B with us today. Got a guest on the show, man. We got all type of winning picks. Y'all know what's up. Y'all been watching us all week, man. We've been having record amount of viewers. You know what I'm saying? We finna get it. What's up, Teddy?
Hey guys, what's going on, man? Just at the office today, so I'm filming out of the office today, I guess.
Right, yeah, hey, that's cool, man. It might be one of them days where I'm at work and we have to do the show. Y'all gonna see a little cubicle in the background. Hey, but I'm here. One of them times, Teddy, I was on vacation, man. I'm talking about it's all black in the background and everything. I still came on, so the people don't care, man. As long as they can hear our voice and still getting these winning picks, man, they gonna tune in, man. We're gonna get to it. We've been red hot lately, me and Real. I know you've been eating too, Teddy, on football and basketball. I hope everybody been cashing with us, man. We've been absolutely eating. Like I say, the people that's in the chat, man, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we had 56 people waiting before the show even started, man. I appreciate everybody. If y'all don't mind, go hit the like button. We had a few likes before the show even started. So I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Y'all tuning in, telling everybody to tune in. We appreciate it, man. We're gonna get into these games. It's a good day today. A lot of these games don't start. The first game doesn't start until 7:30 Eastern. So we got plenty of time. Recap yesterday, talk about plenty of stuff. You got anything you want to tell them, Teddy?
Yeah, man. All I gotta say is I was watching that Golden State game, man. I know a lot of people were on the Warriors, man, but it looks like the Rockets are back. I mean, James Harden's back to that MVP caliber level, man, and to me, I just enjoy watching when he's on his top of his game, man. He's a top five player, and you see what he's doing with the Rockets, man. I think they've won what, 6 in a row. I mean, they're balling, man. And like Rail said in the beginning of the year, he had picked them to win the championship. And at first I joked with them because I didn't think they had it in them because they lost Riza and some key pieces this offseason with Matt Bute too. But man, they're looking like a bet on team, and we had talked about it earlier, Jay. So I'm very surprised. I didn't expect Houston to make that 360 turn.
Yeah, well, the whole thing here is that without Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying? They've been even sustaining this, still winning games without Chris Paul. We all thought when Paul went out, at some point it was going to kind of hurt them, which we know they played without him last year for a nice little period of time. But at the end of the day, they're sure not the same team. But Harden he's took it and ran with it. He's had 40 points in the last, I don't know how many games. He had 44 on them last night. I know it went to overtime, but some of those missed calls, I'm not sure how you miss. I'm sorry, everybody's been talking about it. Kevin Durant took like 3 steps out of bounds and then saved the ball, and then the refs act like they didn't see anything. So I'm sorry. It looks pretty fishy to me, man. I mean, they could go to state to win all day. It didn't happen. So it seemed like a bunch of fishy stuff in their game. But I mean, the Rockets, they came out there and got the win. They won on Golden State 4, which none of us thought really could happen. As far as me and Real, I'm not sure if I was said that they would cover, but I definitely did think that Golden State would at least win. And I mean, I'm talking about, I woke up this morning and saw they end up losing. You know, man, if you had Golden State on the money line, man, that's just a tough beat, man, especially when they lost that game.
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody, man? What's up, Teddy B? What's up, Jay Money? Sorry, everybody, man. It's Skype shit, man. I've been getting technical difficulties when it comes to Skype. My camera probably not all the way adjusted right. I'm probably looking a little bit too high than I should be. I'm not even high at all right now, to tell you the truth. I should be that, too. But welcome, everybody, to King's Court, man. I'm King Real. That's Jay Money, and y'all heard my man, Teddy B. Thank you, Jay Money and Teddy B, for running with the show, running with the program, while I had to get my shit adjusted, man. Welcome in, fellas. And Teddy B, man, thank you for joining us again, man, tonight on this Friday night. I know you got nothing but NFL bangers for us. So before we actually dive into the NBA and discuss about, well, 1 second. I am sorry, everybody. Man, this chat is a great chat, man. You guys are a great group of guys. I love you guys. So many of you guys DM'd me yesterday telling me, Real, don't take the Raptors. Stay off the Raptors. A lot of you guys knew ahead of time before the show came that I was on the Raptors, and that was the play I was going to take. Chat, you guys rock, man. A hard head make a soft ass, and I did not listen to you guys yesterday. Hey, you guys are spot on with the Spurs pick yesterday, so bravo to the chat. You guys are awesome. Fucking awesome. That under in that game yesterday, Jay Money, I know you had that under in that game too in that Spurs game. That was just a horrible beat, if you ask me a little bit. Not as horrible as the Rockets game that you guys just discussed, but the fact that DeRozan didn't score 50 points, but damn, he should have. I wish he would have just scored 50 because the way he was moving that basketball yesterday with them assists, the way he was scoring, the man was awesome yesterday, and he made Toronto look like they missed DeRozan. Like, he should be over there right now. Like, you got rid of the wrong guy. And we saw a prime example of how a double team works in the NBA and how it doesn't work. It worked against Kawhi. It did not work against James Harden last night when they tried to. He won the game with the three-point shot. A couple of you guys asked me about the Rockets winning outright yesterday. I would take that bet again, you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. The Warriors are up by 21 points at halftime at home and lose that game. That's pathetic. Teddy B, that's pathetic, correct?
No, you're right. That is pretty pathetic. But if we remember last year, I think the same thing happened in the opening game, Golden State and Houston. And Houston was down by like double digits, I think, and they came back and won the game outright. And if you remember, Kevin Durant hit that game-winning shot, but the time had expired. But they, for whatever reason, man, Houston, I think they're that one team that when they're down double digits against Golden State, for whatever reason, they know how to come back and sometimes win the game outright.
Exactly. You want to follow that up, Jay? Anything else you want to add on that game, or anything you want to touch on that I just spoke on real quick before we move on?
Yeah, a few things. I was one of the persons that was on the Spurs. I did have the under, and they scored 61 points in the fourth quarter. But I mean, my bigger play was on the Spurs. I wasn't worried about the total really. I was all over the Spurs, and then when I was telling people, "Hey, look, DeRozan, I know Leonard's going to come to play, and he's coming back to the house, but you got to look at the home team here. This whole Spurs team was looking to get back at Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors, period. You know what I'm saying? So I was all over the Spurs. I could tell from the first quarter that I was on the right side of Elwin. They came out and did exactly what they were supposed to. DeRozan didn't get the 50 like he said he did, but he came out there and balled. He set that tone in the first quarter. After that, he didn't really have to do much, but really play defense and pass the ball. But that first quarter was real monster for them. They got them going, got the crowd into it, and man, that was a big win for the Spurs. Teddy B hit it right. The Rockets beat the Warriors last year, opening night, when they're getting the rings. They were up in that game, and the Rockets end up coming all the way back and beating them. So maybe they could be their kryptonite, but I wouldn't call it that just yet, because if so, then they should have beat them in the playoffs last year and went on ahead to win the championship. But that didn't happen. I would have liked to see that. They're going to be a different team when they get Paul back, like my guy Real said. They will have a little bit of chemistry issues when they do get back. Enough of that game. We had Denver -3. They end up covering by 1 point, end up winning by 4. So that was it for yesterday's recap. I'm ready to get to today, man. We got a full slate. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Before we get to that real quick, before we get to Teddy B's NFL plays, and we have an NFL video as well. Teddy B, we got a question from the chat directly towards you. How do you feel about Harden being compared to Kobe offensively, bro?
Yeah, I actually retweeted a video today by Colin Cowherd. He actually hit it on the nail completely. He compared James Harden to Kirk Cousins, a stat stuffer, but when it counts in the postseason, man, he does not deliver, or he hasn't delivered thus far. I wouldn't, you know me, guys. I love Kobe. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. As a matter of fact, we look at the background. I got Kobe there, and that's what makes him Kobe Bryant different from James Harden. Kobe Bryant has proved that he can deliver. He's delivered 5 rings. I find that disrespectful, to be honest. James Harden he's played in 1 championship, and that he has no rings. So I find it pretty disrespectful.
No doubt. Jay Money, your thoughts on that real quick? Any comparison you think of Harden and Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, I can see it. I do like the way that Harden is an offensive juggernaut. He just doesn't play enough defense for me to consider him as a great player. He's a great offensive player, but the defense, man, well, where is it, man? I mean, hands up, bending his knees. You won't see that out of Harden. You show me Harden playing defense, maybe a few possessions or something, but for the most part, he doesn't play any defense. I'm sorry, I can't really take him serious. Yeah, and the way that he draws fouls, a lot of those points, man. I'm sorry, Kobe. I'll take Kobe Kobe. I'm not even a big Kobe fan, but I'll take Kobe over Harden any day for the simple fact Kobe wasn't driving in the hole trying to get fouls. He was making jump shots with hands in his face. I'm talking about contested. Everybody had it out for Kobe. James Harden drives into the hole damn near every time. I mean, he can hit step back three, which is a travel in my opinion, but you don't want to get me started on that. But it's when he drives in the hole and hold his arms all the way down and then go up, he's drawing the contact. He wants the contact. He plays for the foul. I'm a hooper, bro. I hoop at the rink all day, outside, wherever. It's not going to cut it on the court like that. There ain't no refs out there. So I'm a true baller. If you're a true baller, you don't have to do that. So I'm not a big fan of Harden. I'm sorry. I'll bet on the Rockets. I will, but Harden does not have my respect for the simple fact that half of his points comes from the free throw line. And a lot of times, not necessarily fouls. He throws his body into them and he gets the foul call. Watch a game when Harden doesn't get those calls. He gets super frustrated and the Rockets get blown out.
Hey, my problem with Harden is hero ball. That's the only problem I have with Harden is hero ball. But if I'm going to compare him any kind of way to Kobe Bryant, that's exactly how I would compare him to Kobe. I will say he's a hero ball player. Kobe's a hero ball player. You could give Kobe the ball, and Kobe will go out there and win a game for you. But Kobe ain't the first athlete in the NBA to go out there and you give him the ball and win a game for you. I mean, I'm old school. I mean, shit. I remember with two guys, you give them the ball and they go out there and do it for you. My favorite duo of players ever is Stockton and Malone. I love the way they run the pick and roll. I love the way just those two players will control the game. James Harden right now and the way the NBA play right now is individually based. And the reason why Golden State Warriors actually nobody really wants to believe this, I told a few guys this, the reason why they won championships is because, yeah, they're all like great players, but they played as a team. Right now, if you watch how Golden State's playing, they're playing individual basketball. Individual basketball does not win you championships. I am sorry. And that also goes against what I just said, too, about Stockton and Malone. They never won a championship, but that was a fucking Michael Jordan era. You know what I mean? So a lot of people didn't win championships in that era. When I look at Harden, I look at him as an innovator. That step back three he pulls, the way he gets to the line. A lot of these young kids growing up right now, shit, prime example, my son, my 12-year-old son, who I love so much, 13-year-old son now, is a basketball player. I'm 6 feet. My 13-year-old son is about 6'1" almost. He's a hooper. He balls. He's bigger than me in size, and he primes his game off the way James Harden plays basketball. He looks for the threes. He looks for the foul. He's trying to get to the line. That's his bread and butter. If you can get to the line in the NBA, you can hit your foul shots. And that step back three is just something that you just don't see a lot of people doing. And he's gonna watch. Give it 5 years. So many guys in the league is going to be doing it, but by that time, it's going to be able to be defended well. To me, to defend what James Harden do, you have to keep your body vertical. You can't lean in. You can't put your hands up. You have to keep a vertical base when you guard James Harden. I don't know what Klay Thompson was doing last night. He was not keeping a vertical base. I don't know what guys do when they guard this gentleman. And you know what he's looking for. It just confuses me a lot. But nothing else to say. We'll move on real quick. Teddy B, I know we had a long pause, and I don't know if I had y'all had y'all confused what I just said, or y'all understood what I just said. But fuck it though. Let's get on to the NFL, Teddy B. What you got in NFL, brother?
Yeah, no, but back to your point, man. You're completely right with James Harden, man. He's a pretty crafty player in this day and age, and like you said, if you can draw fouls and hit your free throws, man, you're going to be making paychecks in the NBA for a long time because the way he draws those fouls, he sometimes forces the refs to pull, the way he moves his head, flops and stuff. He forces the refs to make the call, and he's really good at it. So you're completely right. But I agree with that. Now, back to football. So I'm actually going to start off with college, if that's cool, Rail.
Hey, go ahead, handle your business, bro.
Yeah. So for Monday night's game, Clemson versus Alabama. I looked at this game from a lot of angles, and I actually have two plays on this game. So I'm going to start off by the first play. I really, really like Alabama first half. I think right now the line is -3 at Heritage. You can get it at first half. I think it's a pretty good value play. We know what Alabama has done this whole year. They've covered almost every single first half bet. I think they missed one, and I think that might have been against Georgia in the SEC championship game. They've covered every first half. I think -3 is a pretty good value pick if you're leaning to take Alabama. I'm on it for first half. I'm putting 3 units on it, so I really like that play. And then the full game, I'm actually teasing. I'm going to do a teaser with Clemson. I'm going to actually tease them to a +11.5. and I'm going to take the over 52. So drop it from 58 with the 6-point teaser, and then get them at 52 because 2 out of the last 3 matchups between Clemson and Alabama have gone over. I think Trevor Lawrence and Tua are gonna. I think the game might start off slow, but second half we're gonna see a lot of scoring. I think once those defenses kind of start wearing down, we'll start seeing those big plays happen. I just think if you can tease Clemson plus 10.5, get you over that 7 key number of 7 and the key number of 10. I think that's a pretty good value play. I think it'll be close. I don't see either team winning the game by more than 10 points, and then at over 52. So those are both my plays. The first half Alabama -3, and then the full game with the teaser. Tease Clemson up to plus 11.5, and then take the over 52. What are your guys' thoughts?
J Money?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Teddy B. I hadn't all the way looked at the game, but I do think we know that these teams have played 3 or 4 times. So it's, I'm being honest, I'm kind of tired of seeing this matchup. I don't like Alabama. I'll come out there and say that any juggernaut that is in the championship every single year, I will not like them. I can't stand them. So I'm not saying that I won't bet on them. I probably will be on Alabama first half -3. That's a damn good bet, Teddy. Like you say, they've covered almost every single time this year except for once or twice. I like that. I think it will be a close game. Me personally, I hope that Clemson wins. I probably will take Clemson plus the points, not with my heart, but just for the simple fact I feel like they can keep it close, and they have the defense to keep it close. Me personally, if I'm going to tease the game, I would tease it with Clemson to get more points, and I like the under just because I think that the defenses will reign this. So I know Tua's been pretty good. Lawrence has been pretty good, but I mean, you look at both of these defenses. Defense wins championships, not offense. So, like I say, these teams, they really do know each other. They know the schemes, all that. For some strange reason, I feel like I'm always going to take an under in either playoff type game, championship. That's just me. I'm going to take unders pretty much every time, and I'm probably going to hit 60%. But I can see what you're saying, teasing on the under. You know football, teasing the over. You know football better than I do, Teddy. But my plays in this game, I don't want to jump ahead to the NFL plays, but I'll go ahead and give you my NFL plays real quick. I am going to take the Chargers plus money. I got them at plus 135 today, and I'm taking it's one more team that I'm taking, but I'm definitely going to be on the under in that championship game, and I'm definitely going to be on Clemson plus the points, and that's all I got for right now.
All right, well, yeah, we got to keep a brisk pace, Teddy. Here's what your NFL plays, man. The chat getting restless. They want NBA. It's an NBA show, but we give money out throughout the whole card, the whole board. We have one game that starts at 4:30, everybody. Don't worry. We will get to that garbage-ass Cavaliers. I know you guys want to hear about the trash-ass Cavaliers. Do not worry. I will get to the trash-ass Cavaliers in just 1 second. I'm sorry. Let my man Teddy B come in here and drop us off with some NFL shit, and we'll get right back to it. As for the college stuff, I have nothing in college football. I'm staying completely away from the bowl games. I figure these bowl games, I was told a long time ago by my grandfather, bet whatever the public bets, bet against them in college bowl games. I'm not really understanding what's working out right now for everybody, but I see a lot of sad faces on fucking Twitter. But Teddy B, you were spot on when it comes to your college plays, and I'll probably be telling you as well, when you telling me you dropping 3 units on something, I'm jumping on it. J Money's on it with you. I might as well hop on it and get some cash with you. I trust you. You're capping. I trust what you do. So I'm going to rock with you in that play in Clemson. Hit us with some NFL real quick, Teddy.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go pretty quick here. So for Saturday's game, I'm going to take the Chargers, I think this is Saturday's game. Chargers plus 8.5 on a teaser. You tease them up with a 6. The lines are pretty sharp, man. This NFL playoff, I think they're pretty sharp. So I'm actually going to tease the Chargers plus 8.5, and then I'm gonna take the under in the Bears game at 48.5, and I believe this is Sunday's card. So excuse me, my notes are kind of messed up. So I'm going to tease the under in that Bears game with the Eagles at 48.5, and then I'm going to tease the Chargers plus 8.5. Anytime you can give Phillip Rivers a touchdown or more on plus points with the teaser, I'll take it any day. He's the comeback king. He's the cover spread king. So I'm gonna jump on it with the Chargers. And then for Saturday's games, I'm actually going to take the Colts. I know a lot of people are on them. I'm going to take the Colts on a teaser, plus 7.5, get them over the key number of 7. So Andrew Luck plus a touchdown, kind of the same thing as Phillip Rivers. You give me a touchdown with Andrew Luck, I'll take it any day. And then I'm going to take Seattle. Pete Carroll, it comes down to me on this game, Pete Carroll versus Jason Garrett here. Jason Garrett has one playoff win in his whole career as a head coach. One. So I'm going to take Pete Carroll in the postseason, and I'm going to take Seattle +8. So take the Colts +7.5, Seattle +8. Get you a good teaser there. And then for Sunday's card, Chargers +8.5, and take the under in the Bears game at 48.5. I think it'll be a pretty. I think both defenses will show up, and I think points won't come very easy. So I'm going to do that. And that's pretty much my plays for NFL.
Well, thank you, Teddy. Hey, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm rocking with you when it comes to the Chargers. I'm definitely on the Seahawks. My wife is a super, super Seahawks fan. Like, super Seahawks fan. I'm from the Northwest, man. Hey, we don't fade Seattle in the playoffs. Not right now. Not the first round. That's not what we do, especially with Russ going crazy. And Charger fans, y'all better be happy y'all got them Los Angeles Rams and them Chargers over there, man. I think one of them two teams won the championship this year. And the Chargers are playing excellent basketball of football. So I'm with you there, Teddy, on the Chargers. I didn't tease them, but hey, guys, you hear what Teddy just dropped off to you guys, man. Some gems right there and some money to be made. Teddy, can you stick around for this first NBA game, or do you got to leave right now?
No, I can stick around with you guys.
All right, well, Jay Money, let's get to this first NBA game, man, because that's what everybody here for. Man, look at all the followers, all the likes of the people, man. We got 417 people in here, man. Bravo. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you guys for coming in here and watching us. Every time I see the more and more viewers, I start sweating this shit over here. I start feeling like I'm going on my first date. Like, it's like I feel like Marcus Houston. Like it's my first time, if y'all know what I mean. If y'all old school, you know what I mean by it's my first time. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get to the captain, man. Jazz and Cavaliers. Jazz is 13-13 as a favorite. They're 10-12 away. Cavs are 5-14 at home. Jazz are 5-0 ATS last 5 games versus the Cavaliers. Jazz are 0-5 straight up, though, last 5 games versus the Cavaliers. I am off of this game. I think 10 points is a little too high for the Jazz. I'm not saying the Cavs aren't trash, because the Cavaliers are definitely a trash-ass team to me. They have Tristan Thompson back. I think Gobert's going to just totally destroy him tonight out there. This Cavaliers team is trying to get Zion. They play hard first half, second half of games. If you watch the way this team play, do not play the same style of ball in the first half or the second half. If you watch this team that's tanking, that's trying to lose, they play strong first half, second half disappear. Atlanta Hawks, prime example of that. Teddy B, what are your thoughts on this Jazz Cavaliers game before Jay Money touch on it?
I actually don't have a play on this game, but I don't really know what to think of the Jazz, man. Is Ricky Rubio playing tonight? Do we know that? Has that been confirmed?
No, I'll go back and check real quick. Let me look at my thing. I think he's out. But even if he is in, he hasn't been playing good basketball, bro. Have you been watching how he's played? Like he's one of them European players I always speak about. While not everybody be so high on them European players, when they come over here, they don't look the same. Now, Doncic is a different story. Nowitzki is a different story. Rubio, he's just gonna be a journeyman in the NBA to me. So I really don't see too much like how much he affects the basketball game. If you get what I'm saying, Teddy B.
No, I agree with you. With the European thing, I think there's been a very few players like Dirk Nowitzki, Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol. And then Doncic, if he can keep up what he's doing, I think those guys are and Porzingis, I'm forgetting Porzingis, but there are very few European players that come from the European League and come out here and ball out. But you're right. But I think Rubio is actually more important to the Jazz than people think. Because yes, he might not be a stat stuffer, but he's the one that kind of moves that ball around. Because without him, you're playing Exum more minutes. I don't know, man. I personally don't have any play on this game, but I think Rubio is a big part of what the Jazz do.
Yeah, Rubio will play as well. Hey, Jay Money, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I was just going to say that Rubio will play, like Teddy B says. Even if he's not playing well, he can have no points and he'll probably still have 10 assists. Rubio is the starting point guard. So at the end of the day, you have to respect whoever the starting point guard, even if you don't personally respect them, the team respects them. So I would definitely not take the Jazz here if Rubio wasn't in. I'm not laying the points with the Jazz. We know how the Cavs play in the first half. My bet as far as the spread in this game, I just took it right now, -2.5, -115 the third quarter for the Jazz. I don't care what happens in the first half. I think we all know the Cavs absolutely suck in the second half. So no matter what happens in the first half, I feel like Jazz gonna come out of the locker room and try to put it on these boys. If they're down, it's gonna be even more. I'm gonna like the third quarter even more. But for the most part, most of the time, you have to bet the third quarter before the game, or you can have to try to get it some type of live in play. But I like the Jazz in the third quarter, -2.5, -115, and I'm on the under in this game. The last two Jazz games have went over the total, but before that, all 8 games before that went under the total. The way the Cavs been playing has been over, under, over, under, over, under. Last game went over. This one should go under. I'm seeing defense in this game. The Cavs, they're pretty much like almost last in scoring. I think it's like 24th. In the league. I like under 208.5 in this game.
Yeah, and to touch on what Teddy B was saying too about Rubio and what you just said about Rubio, you're right, man. He's gonna move the ball out there. He's gonna move the ball. This total just scares me being so high with a Utah Jazz team against a Cavaliers team. And I also heard Will Capper, man, great guy, man. If you guys don't follow Will Capper on Twitter, he will be on our show next week. I need to hit him up after here to try to schedule a time with him. But man, the way he talks basketball, man, seems like I can just sit in the bar with him all day while he smoke. I don't know if he smoked Cubans or not. I'll probably have me a little dabby pen, you know what I mean? I'll be smoking something while he's smoking his Cuban, but just talk basketball with the man. He said he doesn't think the Cavs are tanking. I haven't read anywhere that they're not tanking. It's obvious in their play. Right now, it's hard to say a team is tanking. You don't really start tanking until you realize you locked in the bottom seed. When you realize, okay, I got the bottom seed locked in, now we'll play a little bit of basketball. Right now, everybody's trying to fight to see who's going to tank the hardest. You can't tank before All-Star break. It looks too obvious. But the Cavaliers' history is they have their luck. Their luck is in the draft. They expect to go to the draft and get a good draft pick. So if you've been following the Cavaliers for years, you know they're tanking right now. It's obvious they're tanking right now. I had nothing to offer on this game whatsoever. I have nothing on this game. First half, full game, total-wise, completely stay off game for me. Complete stay off game for me. But I am a degenerate, so I probably will in-play it when I see my spot. Do I lean the Jazz? Yes. But do I want the Jazz at -10? No. Teddy B, any last thoughts on that game?
No, man, like you said, it's a game that I have no real feel for. Like Jay Money's got a good point, and he might be right on this. I might be telling him, but he doesn't care what the score happens in the first half. The Cavaliers eventually will fade in the second, so I might tell him depending on what the line is on that second half game.
Yeah, Jay Money, you're exactly right too with the third quarter bet. I mean, you spot on. You see it right there. That's a sharp ass eye. You see that the line is. How the Cavaliers play second half. So your third quarter bet is excellent. Personally, I'm not allowed to bet third quarter lines up here in Las Vegas. First quarter, second quarter is cool, but the books I use don't allow me to use that. But depending on how the game goes, this will be a second half bet for me to hop on the Utah Jazz, depending on what the spread is. Now, if Utah Jazz is whooping that ass up by 20-some points, third quarter, I may rethink it. But if it's a close game, like we expect kind of from the first half from these two teams, then Jay Money, you spot on with that play.
Right. And a lot of times you have to get the third quarter ahead of time. You have to just kind of see it because like I say, I mean, if you can't get it, then you don't have a choice. But with this one, I already hopped on it, so I'm hoping it does cash for me. But you guys are exactly right. It depends on if the Jazz are up by a whole lot of points, then they might take it easy on them. But we know how the Cavs have been in the first half. We don't have to spend too much on this game. It's not one of the better games tonight. We got a whole bunch more, only a half a show to go, so we can run through these games real quick. Bro, I got plays days.
No doubt. Hey, Teddy B, let me know. You sticking around or you got to get up out of here, brother?
No, I'll stick around a little longer.
All right. Well, let's go to the next one. Jay Money, you know you got to start us off with this next game. Well, actually, we got to it. Yeah, it starts at the same time. Jay Money, Dallas Mavericks versus Boston Celtics, bro. Hit us with something, man. You a Dallas guy. Let us know what's up.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm in Dallas, man. I see a few people in the chat saying they're in Dallas. Hey, I'm in Dallas. Christian, y'all hit me up, man. I'm probably gonna be in Vegas on Sunday, so wherever y'all at, man, hit me up. I might come through there. You know what I'm saying? We have a drink, a little smoke, something, do something. Yo, on this game, man, Mavs versus Celtics, man. The Mavs blew the shit out of the Hornets last game. Me and Real were on them. I mean, that was almost a 40-point win. I'm hoping they won't have a letdown this game because when you have a super win like that, people start getting cocky. You start feeling yourself. Teams have letdowns after this all the time. This is a revenge game for the Celtics. I was on the Celtics when they played the Mavericks in Dallas, and they were coming off a few losses. And I thought they were going to win that game, and they ended up losing by 9 points. Dallas is a better home team. They're not so good on the road. I see people in the chat saying Dallas money line. I wouldn't be so quick to say that Dallas is going to have 2 great games like that on the road. I know Kyrie, but they just showed that they can win without him. Me personally, I'm on the under in this game. I think we see defense. I think the Mavs will have a slight offensive letdown, and we know the Celtics, like I said, it's a revenge game. They're going to come to play defense. No Kyrie. I bet under in the last game. I got lucky on that one. I'm thinking this one going to go under as well. So that's my play in this game. Me personally, I would stay away from the side. Like I said, this is a revenge game for the Celtics. I know, and we know the Mavs still aren't that trustworthy on the road. Don't just look at that last win and say, oh, okay, they're ready to win on the road. It's not that simple. That was one good win. It was in a perfect spot with a team that had injuries. This one might not go so well for them. I'm just on the total.
Hey, before you respond, Teddy, I want to hit the chat real quick. Our man John in here in the chat, John Openino, said, why are the Mavs +5? They should be +2. I agree with you there, John. We both agree there. The way I capped it, I agree with you there. Teddy B, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I actually have a play on this game, and it's it's a per unit, so nothing crazy. But I actually took Dallas on the first half +2.5. I think Jay might be right that they might have a letdown spot, but I think they're going to come out and play pretty close, and they might be up in the first half. But where I can see Boston, depth coming into play is the second half. So I'm actually taking Dallas on the first half +2.5.
Hey, now my analysis of this game real quick. I agree, man. Dallas is 3-16 on the road this year. They're 9-14 as a dog. They haven't won in Boston since 2015. Just like OKC hasn't won in Portland in a long time. We'll get to that game when we come. But they haven't won since 2015. You know, I was wrong yesterday. It was some trends, and I did mislead everybody when I say I don't follow trends and don't follow things like that. That's a lie. I do look at some trends, and some trends you must follow in games. If I wasn't such a dick yesterday and so pig-headed, I would have realized that Spurs have been beating on Toronto Raptors' ass the whole time at home yesterday. I'm just thinking Toronto's playing with their heart. That didn't happen. Now, in this Boston spot, they have been owning this Dallas Mavericks team at home. But no Irvin tonight, no Bynes tonight, no Morris tonight, no Bird. I think they're going to need all those players tonight in order to beat this Mavs team who has been struggling on the road. I see the Mavs coming out tonight and actually winning this game, but I didn't take them to win it. I took them with the points. And Teddy B, we and you didn't discuss this, but I am also on the Mavs first half +2.5 in this game, bro. I like that play a lot. And those are my official plays in this game. I'm on the Mavs full game +5, and I'm on the first half +2.5. I think the Mavs in this spot tonight get it done. With no Irvin over there, I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think Dallas is coming in there right now with a winning mentality, and they're going to come in there and perform. Jay, what you got to say about that?
Luke DM in the chat say I hate Dallas and I want to hate them, but Duncan just makes it impossible. You damn right, man. Don't hate on them too much. You can hate a team all you want, but when it's a player that's nice like that, you just have to give credit where credit is due. I could talk neither one of you off your plays. I hope Dallas does win. It's just I didn't make a play on it for the simple fact that it's a revenge game and it's in Boston. If it was in Dallas, I would probably be all over them, especially with all these players out. But we know how Celtics sometimes they just feed off their home crowd, man. If they get going. I don't know. It just scares me the fact that Dallas came off that big of a win. They definitely could cover and they definitely could win the game, especially with all the injuries to the Celtics. It's just I feel a little bit better about the total in this one. I'm hoping it's going to be a defensive game. I needed to stay under this. I got it 12.5. I still like the under in this one. It's been bet all the way down from 217.5. This is one that I would still recommend at the line that it's at now. I'm on the under in this game. I'm hoping some defense will be played tonight.
Any follow-up, Teddy?
No, I don't really have a lean on the over-under in this game. But like I said, I think the first half is a pretty good value play, in my opinion, with Dallas. I'm on the same page with you, Rail. I think Dallas is going to come out, and I don't think they'll have a big letdown spot. But if it is, I don't think it'll be in the first half. I actually think it'll kick in after the first half. So in the second half, excuse me.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, hey, real quick, before we move on with the rest of NBA games, because we do have a quick break, because we're about to just dive into the whole, the slew of card. We do have a video in here right now of my man Campside Killer with an NFL play. So let's run this real quick and get back to the NFL card. Campside Killer, man, what you got to tell us about some NFL playoffs today, bro? Run that, Larry.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Another Campsite Killer video coming at you for NFL Saturday playoff pick. First off, shout out King's Court, King Rail, J Money doing their thing. Saying, bringing these money bags, flashing them. That's how we do Money Gang Sports. Back to the pick, NFL Saturday playoff. Rolling with the Colts. Yes, the Colts. Money line, I'm taking it even. I missed out at the plus money, but I will take even all day. Colts, Saturday. Money line, even. Take it. Campsite Killer, I'm out. Let's slash them money bags and drag them back to the cap.
My man Campsite Killer, man. I love the guy, man. Ever since I met the guy, he had a hockey mask on. I don't think he plays a lick of fucking hockey, but he is slashing, gashing the money bags and taking them straight to the bank. Thoughts, real quick, Teddy B, on what Camp just said real fast.
I couldn't actually hear the video. I think he was on the Colts or was he on the Chargers?
He's on Colts, yes sir. He's on Colts, yes sir.
Yeah, man, I completely agree. That was one of my teaser plays, so I completely on it with him.
No doubt, no doubt. See, that's great, man. Like I said, we all don't discuss the plays together. We all friends. We all in the same chat. But some shit we just don't talk about together. And then we all come together and we all on the same damn page here. I expect these Colts a little bit, man, to get to Winston. He's been having a hard time staying on his back. I think he's been the most sacked quarterback in the NFL all year. Colts is gonna get that shit done, and I think Colts get it done. Back to the NBA. Thank you, Campsite Killer, for your video. Anybody in the chat, all you guys who's watching, man, we have 400-some people in here. You guys want to do a video and send it to King's Court, make sure you send it to me or at Video Team at SBR Forum. Make sure you put in your subject, King's Court. Send us a play. We'll get it on. If it's a play for that day, we'll get it on that day. If it's a play for the next day, we'll get it out for the next day. But make sure you guys send it to Video Team at SBR Forum. And the subject is King's Court. Come on, send us some videos. Do what you got to do. On to the next game real quick. Indiana, man. All right, are we going in the right order? Let me make sure we're going in the right order. Yeah. We hit Utah, Cleveland, Minnesota, Orlando. No. Well, let's hit the Mindy-Orlando game real quick. Jay?
I'm sorry. I'm real. I gotta hit this Pacers and Bulls game real quick, bro. I got to. This is one of the better plays for me today. I got a couple of games that I ain't gonna spend too much time on. We said I'm sorry, or Larry might go a few minutes over. I got a bunch to say, man. I'm on the under in this Pacers and Bulls game. I did take the Pacers early at -6, but it's tough, man, because they got a big game the next game. 2 days later, they got a big game versus the Raptors. So you always have to look at who these teams, the real good teams, are playing next. Yeah, they're on a five-game winning streak. I'm hoping they don't take the Bulls lightly. I do have the Pacers small, but my bigger players on the under in this game. On the Bulls, their offense is terrible, but they play slow, and they do play a little bit of defense. Last 3 games went under. We know the Pacers ranked top 3 in the league in defense. Last 3 games went over, but they played teams. Then they played Atlanta twice. So, I mean, come on, you take that with a grain of salt. I'm on the under this game. This total is low for a reason. A lot of times you see a total somewhere around 199, 200, damn near every time this year it has went under. Man, give me the under in this game. That's all I got to say.
Teddy B, thoughts? You know, Jay Money, real quick, you went out my order, bro. I had my notes in order going down. So when you did that, now I got to flip pages and go back and forth. So if it fuck up, it's all Jay Money's fault. Well, go ahead, Teddy B.
Yeah, I actually took them at -6 too. If it's now at -7, 7.5 at some books, I think the value's gone. -6 was a good number. So I'm actually endorsing and taking Indiana -6. I believe the Bulls just made a trade last night, if I'm correct. So I mean, I don't know what they're doing. So I'm taking Indiana. I know that he brought up a good point that they might be looking ahead of the Raptors, but I know they'll be taking care of business tonight. So I'm taking them -6.
Yeah, I'm definitely on Indiana. I got them at -6. I know it's at 6.5 in my William Hill book right now. Everybody, I suggest buying points, but it's still sitting at 6.5. I still think Indiana Pacers come in here and get it done tonight. They're 7-3 last 10 versus the Bulls. I know they won it for ATS last 5 playing in Chicago, but this Bulls team has made a trade too. You got what, Brooks over there doesn't even want to play for the fucking team. You got Sheldon over there. You got Payne throwing his hands up in there because he's happy to be away, and he looks like trash right now too. Something's wrong with this Bulls team right now. It's been messed up since Butler played over there, and we see what he's doing in Philadelphia right now as well. This Bulls franchise, man, is another team that's tanking. Another tanking ass team to me. We watch how Indy play basketball, man. But my whole concern about this game is Indy going to take this team serious? Or are they going to go out here and put this team away early? Are they going to just let them hang around, pull one of them little bullshits, and then go into the fourth quarter and then pull away? I think Indy does this shit early and gets it out the way. I'm on Indiana first quarter, and I'm on them full game. That's my place for the Indiana Bulls game.
Yeah, I might have to ride with you on that first quarter, real. I like that first quarter. They should come out, like you say, if anything, try to put this one away by halftime. So I'm pretty sure I'll hop on that Indiana first quarter with you. I hadn't bet it yet, but you can damn near make sure that one is a play for me. So I know, real. I know we got a little bit out of order, but I'm just trying to touch on all the games real quick. You know what I'm saying? But we can, a bunch of these games start at 8 Eastern. It's 5 of the games that start at 8 Eastern. We only got 2 more of them to go, and I got a whole bunch to say about one of them. So I'm gonna let you take it away.
I know, I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just causing problems, bro. You know what I mean? I was a class clown. I was a problem child growing up. You know what I mean? I'm the black sheep of the family. But now everybody in the family love me. Now you hear my phone be ringing. What you on today? You got some money for me? Now everybody love my black ass. You know what I mean? Now I'm cool again. Now I'm cool again. I'm like Stonewall Jeans. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back, brother. But anyway, let's get to it, man. Orlando Magic and the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. The Magic are 9-2 in the last 11 games versus Minnesota ATS. They're 14-5 straight up in the last 19 games versus this team. They're 5-0 ATS in the last 5 games in Minnesota. So far, no Derrick Rose. We know he's out. No Covington. To me, is a very, very, very big piece to the Minnesota winning. He is defense. We've seen him when he left to Philadelphia, how they stats dropped. He's a defensive-minded guy. I think they're going to be hurting over here at the 3 spot tonight, Minnesota. I don't believe in the guy Josh whatsoever. The kid cannot ball. You ask me, he cannot ball. He shouldn't even be starting in the fucking NBA. I think right now, you can put my old ass out there right now after smoking a pack of Newports, and I can play better basketball than him. I can at least get you 9 points, 10 points, a couple of rebounds, and I'm not the biggest, the fastest, or nothing, but I can still get you better than what Josh is out there getting this team. It's going to be a nice matchup between Vucevic and Towns. I just think the 3 spot and the 4 spot is where Orlando Magic run this game. And I have not taken the Magic all year, except maybe one time this year. Smaller bet, you guys, but I am on the Magic, man, plus the 5 points. Teddy B, what you got on this game?
I'm completely 100% behind this Orlando Magic play. I actually put 2 units on it, and I got it at 4.5. I didn't get quite the number you got, but I agree completely. I think the Magic here is the play. The Timberwolves play the Lakers on Sunday, and I'm actually going to that game. So I'll be there. So look for me on TV if you guys catch Teddy B out there. But no, I think they're at a look ahead spot, even though LeBron's not playing. Anytime the Lakers and the Timberwolves play, it's always they give it all. They're all, even when they don't have the talent. But this year, the Lakers have LeBron. Now we're up and coming. Now we're in the playoff picture. I think they're gonna look towards that game, and I also think the Magic might have a chance of winning this game outright. So I'm taking them plus 4.5.
J Money.
Yeah, this isn't one of my stronger plays of the day at all, man. I'm gonna be honest. I did take the under earlier this morning. That's when I was thinking that Teague and Rose gonna be out, and they upgraded Teague to probable, so he is in. I would tread lightly on that under. I know Minnesota's games have been fine over the total. It's a little bit distracting because the last one it looks like it went over the total, but it really went under that opening line. So that's one of the things where they were missing Rose and Teague. Both of their pretty much point guards. You could tell they missed them. They only scored 102 points in that game. It actually turned pretty fast paced in the fourth quarter. They would have had way less points than that. I did take the under early, but I wouldn't advise you guys to take it, especially seeing the way the Timberwolves have been playing. But Orlando, they do play good defense and they do slow it down. So that was the other half of my under in this game. But it's not a big play for me at all. If we talk about this other game, I could go on about it all night.
Yeah, this isn't one of my favorite plays either. A lot of my guys asked me about it, and I told them this is a game that I would in play. But I ended up taking it myself, man. I took it with the +5. Actually, you can see the Magic walking away winning this game. It just depends on the way Wiggins plays and the way Towns plays. Not so much Towns, but what Wiggins does. If Wiggins doesn't show up, Atlanta Magic could fuck around and blow the Timberwolves out at home. If Wiggins don't show up, where's the offense going to come from this team? We know Towns is going to get you a double-double, but they need more from down the court. They're not going to get it from the 3 tonight. Jeff Teague, dealing with some injuries. How productive is he actually going to be? He hasn't played the game since, mid-December? What are we going to see from him? So if you give me 5 points with a team right now who's very unproven and their top defensive guy is not in the game, I have to rock with Orlando Magic in this spot. I have to. I'm not a big fan of them, but I have to. Any follow-up from you, Teddy, on this game, or you want to move on to the next?
No, like you said, man, this is probably one of my strongest plays in the NBA. Like I said, I'm taking Orlando. I know a lot of people don't want to bet on the Magic, but I'm on them here. So I think they have the big to compete with Towns here. And Covington is a huge loss because he guards the perimeter, like you said. And, I just think this is a great spot for the Magic, especially with I'll say it again, the Timberwolves playing the Lakers Sunday. If we remember right, there used to be the Minneapolis Lakers. It's even though it's not a big rivalry, as a fan, I know that each time these teams meet, they give it their all. So I am fading the Timberwolves tonight.
Exactly, Teddy. I got me a nice Bob McAdoo jersey as well, a nice little baby blue one. I think it was wasn't it the Minnesota Buffalo Braves, or Buffalo something? That's what it was. Nice little baby blue McAdoo jersey. I do have one of those in my storage, brother. I like that shit. If I'm correct, though, I think it was Minnesota then, wasn't it? When Bob McAdoo played for him? Maybe I know it's before my time. I could be mistaken, but that's the jersey I do. I do have a Buffalo Lakers or some shit like that jersey.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's go to the next game because, I think everybody in the chat is getting impatient. They want to get us go to the next play.
Man, I ain't gonna say that, man. I love y'all, but y'all almost had me say, good chat. No, I'm playing. I love all y'all, man. Stay here, man. Y'all stay here. Let's get to the next game. Memphis Grizzlies and the Brooklyn Nets. J Money. I seen you put out your play earlier, and bruh, I have to strongly disagree with you. I love you like a play cousin. But tell me, why are you on the Grizzlies tonight?
Yeah, hey, Real. Last time you was on the Grizzlies on the road against the Nets at home. The Nets play much better at home. That was a pretty close game. I could see why I had a feeling that you would go to this side, but this one I'm not really worried about at all. Like we said, we know the Grizzlies are a better team at home. This is a revenge game for the Nets. The only reason why it made me kind of sort of second look, and I didn't put as much on it. The Memphis Grizzlies coming off of 3 straight losses. We was on Detroit when they lost that game, and guess what? After that game, man, they had a team meet. I'm talking about they got into a fight. Omar Caspi and Temple got into a fight, which they're pretty much old friends. They've been on 3 different teams together, but they got into a real heated conversation. I'm always gonna bet on the team after they have this team meet, after they've been losing, and then everybody come together and talk it out. Say, look, dude, well, you've been doing this or you've been doing that. Everybody come together. I'm on the Grizzlies first quarter, first half, and full game. So if you're on the full game, hey, maybe we could both catch some. Like I said, I'm on them always. I think they're gonna come out firing. I don't think they'll look back from that. The Nets do not play teams that play stifling defense the way the Grizzlies do. It's a bunch of things. The reasons why I'm taking Grizzlies, we don't have enough time, but I am on them full game. I know that you're against me on this one, but like I say, I'm on them first quarter, first half, and full game. I think they come out playing that defense, and they shouldn't look back from there. I know it's a revenge game for the Nets, so they could come out and want to win this one, but I just think the Grizzlies are going to want this one more.
What's up, Teddy B?
On this game, I don't have an official play, but if anything, I would be leaning the under in this game. I think it's going to stay under. I think he's right on some points, but I really don't have a play on this game.
I'm on Brooklyn in this spot, man. Memphis is struggling, man. They 0-5 ATS last 5 games at home. They're 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games at home. The defense look different. The offense cannot put up points. The Nets are 10-4 ATS last 14 games. They're 5-0 ATS last 5 games in Memphis. Memphis is having a hard time rebounding the basketball. And again, you're not rebounding the ball and you can't score baskets. That's nothing but a recipe for disaster to me. This Brooklyn Nets team, they don't have Hollis Jefferson. If you follow the Nets whatsoever, anybody from New Jersey, Hollis Jefferson barely fucking plays anyway. He's always damn near hurt. He's always something with Hollis Jefferson. So that's not really a big loss. I love the fact the way Jared Allen has been playing basketball. He has stepped up. You got but Conley up there dealing with a shoulder injury. This team is just old. No scoring from Temple. Kyle Anderson barely gets you buckets. Jackson out there looking like a lost sheep most of the damn time out there on the court, man. This Nets team is still playing decent basketball. They played decent basketball in the month of December. They're starting off the month of January right now with a win already too. I can't fade this team in this spot, man. If Memphis was so good defensively, they would be +7. They would be at a -7.5, -6.5. They're sitting at a +4, man. I'm jumping on the Nets. AJ Money, I hear what you're saying over there, but this Memphis team is just too old. This Nets team is just too young, and they see it right now. Memphis is falling. They have fights in the locker room. They're looking just like the goddamn Washington Wizards do. And what are we doing with the Wizards right now? We are in fade mode of the Wizards. I have to add the Grizzlies onto that. They looked great beginning of the season, but just like I said, they were going to start declining. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm going to get you full game. I have nothing on the first half or nothing or the total, but a full game, I am on Brooklyn Nets +4, and I do lean over, to tell you guys the truth. I think the Nets have put up points and forced Grizzlies to try to score baskets, and people think these games go under for the Grizzlies because of their defense. Listen, Grizzlies don't score points. So if their defense is off, they lose games. They won't win games if their defense is off because they can't make it up in the point twice. That's their problem. Defense is good, they win games. Defense doesn't play that good, they can't win games. It's a hard time for them to stay in games and get back. But when they get down, they may make it close, but they just don't come back and win games. If they get down to these Nets, they're going to have a hard time coming back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Real. The way that I'm looking at the game, I don't think they'll be down. So this one's real easy. It's either, well, obviously, it's either the Grizzlies going to cover or the Nets are going to win the game. It's pretty much that simple. Like you say, I don't see the Grizzlies win this one by 1, 2, or 3 points. I'm pretty large on this one. I really like the Grizzlies. I'm going to bet this every time. They could lose by 20 points, and I'll probably still go back and bet it again for the simple fact this is one of my strongest angles. Especially against the Nets team that doesn't really play too good on this. They're not the same team at all on the road. So I feel like if the Grizzlies, which are not the same team on the road either, if they can go into the Nets team, like I say, I was on the Nets in this game, and I was totally against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies went in there and beat them in double overtime, and that was with Allen Crabbe and Hollis Jefferson in the lineup. So they can beat them, and the fact that they beat them like that on the road, now they're coming back to the house, pissed off of 3 straight losses. I hear everything you're saying, but I'm still on the Grizzlies first quarter, first half, and full game. I know we got like 5 minutes left. We can run through these last games real quick, but that is my play of the day.
We'll get it out. Hey, hopefully Larry with us in here, man. Larry, you go hit me a message, Larry. You give us an extra 10 more minutes because we're going to need it. We got a couple of games left, Jay Money, not too many. And these last little couple of games is probably one of them my max bet play. So we'll get to it. Real quick, this Atlanta Hawks and this Milwaukee Bucks game. I hate it. I don't like this spread being this high. We watched how the Bucks really kind of play basketball. Atlanta is without Prince tonight. We know they don't have no Plumlee. They don't have Bazemore. Milwaukee, I expect them to put up points and put up baskets, but 13.5 points is a lot to cover, man. What's your thoughts, Teddy?
Completely with you. I'm not playing this game at all. I think the spread is too high. I don't know if Milwaukee will come out and cover it, so I'm passing on this game.
Yeah, J Money, what you got on this game? Because I'm passing on this game too. This is a prime example of an in-play game to me. You in-play this game. You try to grab the Bucks about -7, -8, -11, not 13.5.
Right, yeah, you're right, exactly right. When I looked at this, it's a boatload of points. We know that the Hawks could come out here and get absolutely blown out, but we do know that they have a pretty good offense. I mean, we know they're missing Kent Bazemore right now, which is their starters. He's pretty much their energy guy. It's hard to bet the Hawks when he's not in there. You know what I'm saying? But he's not in there tonight. But the Bucks, I'm sorry, man, they this is way too many points. They could win by 10 points, and that's cool with them. This is way too many points, man. Do y'all know who they play tomorrow? Like I told y'all, look ahead. See who these, especially the good teams, see who they're playing in this game, especially when they're playing a little sorry team. They might not be up for it as much. It is a Friday night. It is, a home game for Milwaukee. I'm sure it'll be rocking. It should be pretty much an easy win for them, and I'm sure they know that. Sometimes it's a mental thing. They come there, we playing the Hawks, man. You know, like I say, you know who they playing tomorrow. They playing the Raptors tomorrow. It's a big game. They at home. I just don't think they care about this. So, man, I don't see them wanting to blow the Hawks out by 20-some points, man. I did buy it up to 14 just to be a little bit safe. It's at 13.5. I would take the points in this one. It's a small play, but I just think it's way too much points for a team who is potentially looking ahead to tomorrow to a pretty big game against the Raptors.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the first half, though? I've had a few people asking about the first half, and you know what? The last first half I've taken with the Bucks plus 8.5 plus something. They have lost those. Those are plays that I should not have taken. What are your thoughts on the Hawks, Teddy B, first half maybe?
Like, man, this game, I don't have an angle at any point. And Jay's completely right, man. They could be completely satisfied with a 5-7 point game win. I have no edge in this game at all.
Yeah, I hear you there. This is a strictly in-play game. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just going to say that at the beginning of the year, the Bucks were damn near covering every first half. Lately, they have tapered off. This is a game it's crazy because you would think that the Bucks would at least come out in the first half and come to play, or if anything, first quarter. But it's to contradicting that the Hawks surprisingly played really well in the first half, and that's the reason why I never really take a first quarter or first half against them, because as far as they play no defense, but they play super fast. And if you're not ready for that, they can get out in transition and get easy buckets. And Trae Young, start pulling the threes, or he can get into the hole. I watched this guy. He's a little nifty. He can get in the hole or kick it out to somebody shoot the three. They're not a really good team, but sometimes you have to know your spots to take these sorry teams. And this one, I'm sorry, it's way too many damn points, man. I got to take the Hawks. Like I said, I bought it to 14 just to be a little bit safe. The Bucks definitely could come in here and blow them out the water, but I think taking the points full game in this one is safe. It's not one of the strongest games. If you guys need something else to bet on, I wouldn't even touch this game. It's just me. We got to cover all the games, so I got to look for my angles in every single game.
Yeah, and Larry gave us a word that we are okay to go, so we can run some minutes over if we need to for everybody. Thank you, Larry, for being there and rocking with us. I know it's your Friday. I know you want to go out there and do some mushrooms and see all the psychedelic colors and drugs you possibly could do, Larry. But thank you for rocking with us, bro. I appreciate you. On to the next game, man. This is a max play bet for me, everybody. I gave it to you guys yesterday, man. -4 Clippers. I took them at max play at -1 at 165. I feel real shitty because I did a video earlier. I was out with the wife doing some running around. I had to play last night. Already max played it, and I should have just put it out right last night. That is totally my fault. I am so sorry. I did not do that. That is usually not what I do. I always try to make sure I give you guys some money. Max play bets are my favorite bets to make. And somebody asked me too, King, man, what's your max play? What is your max play? Anything over $700 to me is a max play bet. Well, no, I can't lie. Anything over $450 is a max play bet for me. So I put it that way. Anything over $450, I consider it a max play bet. But it also depends on if I'm taking the money line or if I'm taking the points. You know what I mean? Because the money differentials, you got to add a little bit more if you're playing the money line. That's why I can't tell you guys right now to take the Clippers at a -210 money line for a max play bet, because it's up there now. I haven't seen the thing right now. Maybe my wife is over here. She can pull up the Clippers line for me real quick. My phone just restarted. What do you guys can let me know what it is? Clippers is my play period still. I still support the Clippers at a -4.5 or 4 if you guys have it. If you're going to max play it, though, do me a favor. Just buy the half a point. It's a couple of cents. Just buy it for security. Don't get beat on those hooks. I'm sorry, Dave LA. I have to bring you up. My man, Dave LA, has lost on the hook for 3 consecutive days in a row by a half a point. You guys do not understand how many times I've lost by a half a point in the NBA. It happens so many times. You either buy up or buy down. It's just a smarter way to bet. That's just how I feel. It's a smarter way to bet. You got something you want to say on this real quick before I actually break down the Clippers game and why? Well, actually, let me get to it before I go. Man, Clippers are a phenomenal team when it comes to scoring. The Suns are an awful team when it comes to everything. Rebounding, opponents' fast break points, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. They can't do anything fucking right over there. They're in the bottom of almost every goddamn category you can name. Clippers, defense isn't the solid defense like we think the Clippers would have. They had injuries too, you guys, and they had injuries, and they're just going to get their guys all back and put them in there. You got to remember, you got to gel a little bit. You got to get them guys back out there and gel, and everybody's body has to be right. The Clippers are scoring. They're top in scoring almost everything you can name, from free throws to three-point shooting, the first quarter, the second quarter, the fourth quarter. They score points. Too many people are putting money on these Suns out here. I'm not understanding why everybody's overvaluating these Suns and why everybody keep wanting to drop money on the Suns. The Suns do not win fucking basketball games. I don't see why everybody keep putting money on the Suns. I don't understand why this line is so goddamn low. The Clippers are going to go in here and handle business. The Suns have one of the hardest Januaries amongst teams this month. Man, Clippers minus the 4.5. You guys don't want to buy the point or the money line. That is my max play of the day still.
Yeah, real. I just wanted to get to it real quick. I see people in the chat asking about the Washington Wizards and Heat game. We did miss it real quick. This is a revenge game for the Heat. Not to touch on it too much, but it is a revenge game for the Heat. They lost at home to Washington early this year. I think the Heat come out here and bust their ass. It's not a bigger play for me. My bigger play is on the under. I did take the under. This Washington lineup just sitting the same without Wall in there. Yeah, they won their last two, but if they could go under in a 114-98 game versus the Hawks, give me the under in this Heat game all day. I know sometimes the Heat can play fast-paced, but I am banking on the under in this one. I don't even think that Washington will see 100 points. Like I said, they have been playing real well, but if you look at their lineup with Severinsky and Jeff Green in the lineup, then they got the reason coming over there. It's a more defensive lineup without John Wall in it, and they play slower. Give me the under in this game, and I also did take the Heat minus the points. Onto this Suns game, I'm with Rail. I definitely think the Clippers should come out here and bust them. I know why the spread is that low is because the Clippers are on the road, and they're scared seeing how the Suns came all the way back versus Philly, which Philly was in a bad spot or whatever. They still won, but as far as second half, they just started running all the way out of gas. They got the dub. That's the only thing they care for. We know Doc Rivers has been talking about defense. I know it's a contrarian play. I hadn't bet it yet, man, but for some strange reason, I like the under in this game. I like the Clippers. I know that they score a whole lot of points, 120-some points, but you always have to remember Patrick Beverley and Avery Bradley, two of the best defensive guards, not the best, but two of the best defensive guards in the league. One of them is going to be on Booker. One of them is going to be on Booker. I'm sorry. I like the under in this game.
Top five, Dave Money in the league. Top 5 in the league on the same team, bro. You dead on with that shit. Anything you want to add, Teddy? And real quick, before you speak, Teddy, I am on the Heat, you guys. I am on the Heat full game as well. I'm on them first quarter and full game. That's my play in that game. I also have a total in that game, but I'm going to let Teddy hit on it before I get to it.
Yeah, I have one play on this, and it's first half minus 3.5. I like the Heat here too. So that's my only play on this game.
Yeah, and everybody, I am jumping on right now the Pacers first quarter. I'm grabbing the Pacers first quarter over the Bulls for $50. Small bet. I'm grabbing them for $50. First quarter. My shit go through. Here we go. First quarter minus 1.5. I'm gonna hop on these Pacers first quarter for $50, and that's a play for me. I'm also on the Pacers first half as well too. So I'm on them first half. So many games today. So much should happen. As soon as the show ends, I will tweet out all my plays. I'll make sure they're all out, even my personal plays. I will even put my personal plays out there today for everybody. I will get it out there, but I am on that. Jay, we didn't miss some other games, did we, Jay? That was the only game we missed when it came to that Heat.
Yeah, that was the only one, and I wasn't gonna let him forget because I did have 2 plays in it. The guy in the chat, he saw did remind, but I didn't off. But I was gonna get to it for the simple fact that I did have plays in it. But like I said, I mean, Heat in the reverse game and the under. That's what I'm on. I like it.
Yeah, but I'm also on the Hey, max bet for me is the money line Clippers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The -4, I only took it for $130. Only $130 to the -4. The -4 is not my max bet. The money line is my max bet. The -4 is just a simple unit bet to win $100. That's all. I'm also on the same bet on the first half as well. I also have the Clippers on the first half and full game. So I'm on them completely. On to this next game. I'm glad you did stick around with us, Teddy B, because this is a game that I want to talk to you about. Before you get up out of here, I definitely want to hit on this game. Well, Teddy, you already sticking around the whole show, right? So we only got 2 more games left. Blazers and Thunder, man. I'm a homer, so of course I'm gonna say the Blazers. We have fucking owned the OKC. We have won 6 straight games against OKC. OKC have not beaten my Portland Trail Blazers since 2014 or 15 or somewhere around there in the Moda Center. They haven't won whatsoever. Westbrook, part-time scoring. If Westbrook ain't Westbrook, they're not gonna win games. Paul George can only do so much. My Blazers, for some reason, we turn up against OKC. The matchup between Lillard and Westbrook is phenomenal. Lillard has owned the matchup between the two. He knows how to guard this guy, he knows how to get in his head, and he knows how to score points against this team. It's Blazers for me or nothing. Teddy B, what's your thoughts? Because Blazers is my second max bet of the day. Hey, what's that movie? When he was like, let's go. What you got, Teddy?
No, I agree with you. I actually took them on the money line, the Blazers. I think the OKC coming off that game with the Lakers. I think that they might have Russell and PG coming back to LA. I think that might have been like hey, we won the big game, and I think that I think the Blazers would come out and play today. So I took them on the money line.
I got to chime in. Yeah, y'all know what's up, man. Yeah, on this one, it's tough. I'm with Teddy. That was the same way that I was looking at it. The fact that OKC just had that huge game against the Lakers, but they do need to go on the run. I'm be honest, in that game versus the Lakers, I don't think they were supposed to win it. If you watch the game, the refs didn't want them to win. Nobody wanted them to win. They definitely didn't want them to cover, and they did. I'm talking about it's hard to always say that you can't beat the refs too, but guess what? They did it just like Houston did last night. They beat the Warriors and the refs. So that's pretty tough. That shows me a lot. OKC did that versus the Lakers. I saw the Lakers coming out with a whole lot of passion. I'm be honest with you, real. With these type of games, when you've lost 6 straight to a team, that has to be in the back of their mind. I didn't play the side, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see OKC do have a chip on their shoulder tonight and say, you know what, damn well, man, we didn't lost to this Portland team 6 times in a row. It seems like we can't beat them in Portland. I know it is a real tough place to play. I'm on the under in this game. I think it'll be a tad bit more of a defensive game. For that reason that they know they hadn't beat Portland. They know they have to shut down Dame Lillard and they have to shut down McCollum. I know people been talking about Lillard and the Westbrook matchup all day. I just want to say something real quick, man. The NBA is not one-on-one basketball. You can't really compare players one-on-one unless they're going to play one-on-one. This is pick and roll basketball. They set a pick to try to get a big on the guard, and that's how they score their points. If it's Westbrook versus Lillard all day, I'm sorry, man. I feel like this pretty even, or I would even take Westbrook. That's just me. But if you watch the game tonight, neither of those will be sticking each other a whole lot because it's pick and roll basketball. You're trying to get a matchup that's better for you. So all that head to head, I don't buy so much into it, but don't be a bit surprised if OKC come out here and say, you know what, we hadn't beat Portland forever. Let's do it tonight.
No, I get what you're saying, Jay. I'm not saying so much one-on-one basketball, but I'm saying the way that Lillard plays. The reason why my Blazers aren't as good as we should be is because Dame Lillard doesn't pass the ball like he should pass the basketball. I don't know what it is with these current age point guards, but their assist average isn't what it used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. These point guards now, they play like they're small forwards or they're shooting guards. They play for baskets and play for points. Westbrook, Lillard, those are 2 scoring guards. That's what they do. The problem with the Blazers is our next scorer is McCollum. He's a shooting guard. With OKC, there's Paul George. He's a 2 or a 3. Westbrook and the way Lillard play basketball is quite similar. They both forget about the rest of their castmates. You get what I'm saying? It'll be hero ball all day long. If the Blazers are winning, then Lillard will pass the ball. If Blazers are down, Lillard won't pass the ball. It's gonna be all Lillard ball all day long. If OKC's down, it's gonna be all Westbrook ball all day long. Or the ball will get stuck in Paul George's hands. The ball gets stuck too much with OKC right now for me to believe in OKC to come in here and snap this losing streak with the Blazers. It's just hard, Teddy. I mean, J Money. I hear what you're saying. It's just tough for me right now to back OKC in Portland with what I've seen from this team recently. And they're 8 of the last 9 games is on the road. I mean, they're a tired bunch, bro.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I just feel like in this game, my X factor in this one was Schroeder. Like I say, the other times they played, they never really had a triple-headed monster. I think they have that in this game. It can be tough. It's a total toss-up. I really like the under in this game. I feel like it'll be a defensive game. Portland plays damn good perimeter defense, which you need against OKC. Russ his shot wasn't even falling. It was like 3 from 20 or 3 from 17 from the field, and he still ended up with a triple-double. I'm hoping that they ride their wave tonight. Like I said, I hadn't bet OKC, but saying it, I think I may have just talked myself into it. It'll be a small play, but for some strange reason, I do feel like they get it done tonight, and I feel like Schroeder will have at least 20 points, and all 3 guards will have a pretty nice game. We know PG going to get his. He's been absolutely feeling it. Ain't nobody been able to stop him. He's been like a mini James Harden or something. If Russell Westbrook can at least get some shots to make or shots to fall down or try to pass the ball, get 15 assists, I think Schroeder will come in there and have a real nice game. I'm thinking so, but I really do like the under in this game. I can really care less who wins. And I wasn't saying necessarily you, Real. I was just saying I've been saying on Twitter all day, people talking about this Lillard and Westbrook matchup and how people are just overriding saying that Lillard is much better than him, and I just don't agree. So it wasn't nothing to you, but I just feel like this is going to be a real close game, maybe playoff-type game, and I like the under in this game.
Hey, Teddy B, what you got on this game real quick before we touch on the very last game we have, Lakers and Knicks?
Yeah, no, like I said, I took them on the money line. I like the Blazers here. And then I also would look maybe at the Damian Lillard team total over points. I don't know what it's at. My book doesn't have it. So I think every time Russell and Dame meet, for whatever reason, I think it's pretty personal. I mean, I think Dame is the better shooter, obviously, and then you got Russ, who's the better overall player. So I'm gonna maybe look that way if you can bet the over points for Damian Lillard tonight.
No doubt. And I will tweet out some plays and everything when it's going on. Fucking Bulls in the Pacers' ass, but that's the Pacers, man. That's just how they play basketball. I did jump on that first quarter. They'll come back. Listen, games ain't won in the first. I know it's a first quarter bet. I hope we cash. Games ain't won in the first, though. The big money. Listen, this is something we have to let everybody know. Everybody doesn't know this. I don't bet the same amount, and I hope you guys aren't betting the same amount that you guys would bet on the first quarter that you would bet on a full game. If you guys are betting, say if your average bet size is $150, $75. If your average bet size is $75, if that's what you bet on a regular game, slice that shit in half and just bet the $35 on the first quarter. Granted, it's not a big payout, but you're still walking away at about, $30? The book will take something away. You're still walking away about $30. You can turn your 35 into 60. Do not bet the same amount of money that you're betting on the first quarter or a first half. A first quarter, more say. First half and full game, I get it. But never bet the same amount you would bet on the first quarter, a second quarter play, a third quarter play, or a fourth quarter play. Not in the NBA. That's not the smartest idea. That's not the best way because you'll be chasing money all night long. You just lost $200 in the first quarter. Now you want to play the first half. You put another $200 down. Now you lost that first half. Now you're betting $350 because you just trying to get it back to other money. You know what I mean? You don't do it that way, man. You'll be chasing all fucking night doing that. Bet your first quarter bets smaller than your full game bets, always. Any follow-up on that real quick? Any advice on that, J Money or Teddy B?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Real. My whole thing is what your bankroll allows. If you got it like that and you want to, hey, you think you're gonna win? I see what you're saying. That if you start losing, you need to really look at your bankroll management. But if some strange reason you winning and you like what you're doing and you might like a first quarter a lot. Hey, if that's what you want to do, we can't talk you out of it. All my guy here is saying is bankroll management. That's how we do it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I will put what I will bet on the full game in the first quarter if I feel like it's gonna win, especially if I really like a game. We know in some games I'll take first quarter, first half, and full game. And I'll put pretty much the same on all of them. I rarely lose it, but that's because I pick my spot. So the last thing I'm going to say is if it's your spot and you feel like it's that good, hey, I couldn't talk you off of it, but as long as your bankroll will allow it, don't bet too much that you can't afford to lose. So that's my main tip to tell you guys.
Teddy B?
Yeah, I completely agree. Bankroll management is key. So in the NBA, it's rare that I bet more. I bet most of my big bets. I do it in either football or college basketball. But I really, with the NBA, it's rare that I put out a lot of money, especially on first quarter, first half bets, because you completely touched on it, man. It's just high volatility of a sport, so we don't know. I encourage you guys not to be betting like you said, big bets like $300, $400 on first quarter or first half, because in the NBA, things can go, we could think they're going to come out this way and they don't, and then you end up losing 300 and then you're chasing. And like you said, Rail, so completely on it.
All right, no doubt, man. Thank you guys for backing me in that one, man. I'll have some in-play bets coming soon, too. As soon as we go off air, watch some of these games, hop on it, and get some in-play bets out. Right now, Dallas doesn't look so good. Pacers don't look so well. Cavaliers in that ass, and Wizards in the Heat. Heat should have probably been the first quarter bet. Didn't take it. K. Carver spilled milk. On to this last game, though. Teddy B, this is your team right here. I know you're going to the Lakers game this weekend when they play Minnesota. LeBron is not going to be there, unfortunately. He's going to be out for another week or maybe 2 weeks. What's your thoughts on this game, man? My first indication and the bet that I did take, I took the Knicks plus 8 points. No Kuzma tonight, and even if Kuzma does play, his back issues. Where's the scoring really going to come from LA tonight? If you guys are relying on Hart to score, well, he'll score, but he won't play defense. He's a lousy defensive guy, if you ask me. Lonzo is your best hope to win this game tonight. And Lonzo has played decent basketball, but the way Lonzo plays, he needs people to pass the ball to and get the ball back from. He's going to have his hands full tonight because that's not what he's going to have out there on the court. Teddy B, being a Laker, what's your thoughts?
I completely agree with you. I got them actually for a half unit. I took the Knicks at plus 8. That number is no longer available. I think it's at 7 or 7.5. So I got them at 8. And completely because we don't have LeBron, and then Kuzma's a game time decision. So I just don't feel comfortable with it. I think the Lakers win, but I don't know if they cover that 7 or 8.5 points. So I took the Knicks at a half unit at plus 8. The number is no longer there, like I said. So that's my opinion on this game.
Jay?
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm laying the points with the Lakers. I do like them to win this game. I did take them on the money line in a parlay, but I don't see the Lakers losing this game. I'll come out and say that 7 points. That's where you throw a little wrench into it because they have to win by margin. I know that I'm not a fan of the Knicks at all, especially on the road, but they do have players and they can score. I was trying to look at the over in this game, but the Lakers been playing good D. I didn't mess with the total at all. I just took Lakers on the money line. I don't see them losing this game. I don't see the Knicks, even though they have those two players out. Like I say, I've been betting against the Lakers like a mug. You know what I'm saying? But in this one, the way if you can play OKC like that and get up playing games like that, they know they got to get some wins without LeBron, show people they can win. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out here and try to blow the Knicks out. I don't think that'll happen, but I do think that they'll win. They have to show that they can play somewhat cohesively without Rondo and mainly LeBron. I definitely see the Lakers win this game. It's tough to say that they got to win by 7, 8 points, though. That's a bit far-fetched.
That's totally far-fetched. I mean, you're giving a team without Rondo, without LeBron, without Kuzma. I know the Knicks are bad, but we got to think of it this way. As much as teams like to go play at Madison Square Garden, they love to come play in Staples Center as well. That's also a place that people want to play at. It's Staples Center. It's the home of Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, currently LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. It's a place you want to go play at. It's a Friday night game. I'm sorry. Tonight, if you look at the lineups, the Knicks have the better lineup. they have the better players right now tonight if you go by what LA's putting out there on the court. I'm not saying Lonzo Ball is a bust. He's not a bust. I'm not saying Josh Hart is a failure. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying what they have out there tonight. If my two players I can only look to for the Knicks right now is going to be Lance Stevenson, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball. You look at this Knicks team with a young tier and everybody else is doing that shit. I just spit like 3 times while I've been talking. Every time I say the word T, my shit keeps flying in my mouth. I gotta watch how I pronounce my T's. But anyway, I just don't. I don't see it, man. I see the Knicks getting it done tonight, possibly walking away with a victory. I'm not gonna bet the Knicks here on the money line, but I do like the points.
Right. Yeah. There's no way in hell I'm taking the Knicks. There's no way I'm taking the Knicks on the money line. This, so I can see what you're saying. It's a toss-up game. Like I say, it was a lot of other better plays that I like today. I might hop on that Clippers, which you real. I do need to dive into it. I can almost say that I will probably be on the under in this. And I said it earlier on the Low Bag Show. I told Jimmy that this game will go under. I'm sticking with myself. Y'all can make it an official play. I'll post on my Twitters right now after the show. I'm finna go get something to eat, man. We're finna go to this buffet. I'm starving like a motherfucker. I'm finna gas a little bit. I'm finna go eat, man. But I do like the last play of me. I am going to take this Clippers game under for the simple fact Doc Rivers been talking about defense. Give me the under. So just recap all my plays real quick. I took the under in the Utah game. I took the under in the Boston game. I'm on Memphis first quarter, first half, and full game. I took the Pacers on my 6, and I'm on the under 201 in that game. I'm on the Heat. I got them at -6. Or 6.5, and I'm on the under in that game. I am on the under in Minnesota, Orlando. It looks absolutely terrible. It's probably not going to go under. I'm on Atlanta. I bought it up to 14. I'm going to take. I hadn't took it yet, but I am going to take this Clippers and Phoenix game under 234.5. I'm on the Lakers money line, and I'm on OKC and Portland game to go under. Y'all know where to find me at, man, on Twitter, at JMoneyIsMoney. I'm almost to 2,000 followers, man. When I get to 2,000, I probably post my full card for a whole week, man. So it was just like that. I was at 1,000. Now we all already at 2,000. People follow me. I appreciate all the love, man. I'm getting famous. People seeing me out places, man. Oh, that's it. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, we finna get there, man. We 5,000 in no time.
Got you, Jay. You sound like me off a couple of beers right now. You're rambling. I'm fucking with you. What's up, Teddy B? What you got?
No, just going over the plays off my sheet. I took it off my table, but it looks like Orlando's up right now on 10 on the Timberwolves. I took them. That was my biggest bet, my biggest lean. I took them at +4.5. I also took Dallas on the first half, +2.5. I took the Heat first half -3.5. They're up 10. Everything's looking good. I took the Pacers at -6. And then I took the New York Knicks for a half a unit at +8. So that's pretty much my card. And then I had a lean on the under in that Memphis game. Man, it looks like they're not going to score over 100 or 200 points in this game the way it's looking right now. So that's basically it. You can find me at TeddyB_1, or follow these guys and they retweet my stuff. So that's me.
No doubt. And you guys be hearing me. I'm just joking with my man Jay Money, man. He just doing his thing. I want to make sure you guys follow Jay Money, follow Teddy B, hit the like button, man. Subscribe to my guys. I love these guys like brothers. I love these guys. I mean, they rock with me. They come on the show and do this and hold us down and give out nothing but free plays. So please follow and like. Here go my plays before we get out of here, because I know Larry has to go meet with his shroom dealer, and I'm not going to hold you up, Larry, because I do not want to be out there tipping cows with your ass. So 1 second. I am on the Pacers full game -6, Magic +5, Nets +4, Clippers max bet for me money line. I also endorse them at the 4.5 or the 4 points. I'm on Clippers first half, added Clippers first quarter. I'm on the Knicks +7.5. Blazers to win the game. Was leaning over in the OKC Blazer game. If I do jump on it, I will tweet it out. I'm on the Mavs first half. Follow my man Teddy B. I'm also on. Let me see what did not put down yet. I said the Knicks already +7.5. I think that's pretty much it. And we're definitely going to in-play this Bucks game if you ask me. But while we are on here, I did just take 2 in-play bets. I took let me go to my William Hill real quick. I took the Jazz -3.5, and I jumped on the Pacers -1.5 in play. Those are my plays. That's what I'm on. I would like to send a special shout out to my man Teddy B for joining us. My man Jay Money for coming in here every week, every month with me and doing this thing and locking it down and giving out fire plays and winners, man. I crack nothing but jokes on here. I don't offend nobody. These are my guys in here. They know how I rock. I hope y'all on Twitter know how I rock. I'm King Real. I love you, Larry, for sticking around with us. Once again, thank you, Jay Money. Thank you, Teddy B. Make sure you send them guys a follow. Look for our tweets and our plays real soon on Twitter. Everybody have a blessed and safe weekend. See you guys Monday. Look for our videos and plays over the weekend on Twitter. Deuces.